What is going on, everybody? So, I am very excited to be here today to talk to you about one of my favorite horror franchises, the Scream franchise. And I was actually really excited to see Scream 6, and luckily, I was able to go to one of the first showtimes that my theater offered. And I'm looking forward to talking about it today because Scream is a franchise that I've always really enjoyed. And despite Wes Craven's passing after the fourth film, we have these new filmmakers that wanted to take on the property, and I did enjoy the fifth one. I had some qualms with it. I talked about it in my review when I released it, but I feel like they shoehorned in the legacy characters, didn't give them all that much to do. The pacing was a little inconsistent, but I still had a lot of fun with it. So I had some really high hopes going into this one, and I look forward to discussing Scream 6 today. Scream 6 is directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett. Following the latest Ghostface killings, the four survivors leave Woodsboro behind and start a fresh chapter in New York City. So like I said, I had no idea what to expect going into this movie, other than I love the Scream franchise. I enjoyed the fifth movie. I love all of the original four films to an extent. There's qualms I have with some of the sequels, but I have a lot of fun with them, and I absolutely loved this movie. I thought they fixed every issue that I had with the fifth film. This felt like it aligned perfectly with the tone and the mood and the atmosphere of the Wes Craven films, and I'll look forward to talking about it today. So without giving any spoilers, you have our characters from the fifth installment. We have the sisters, Sam and Tara, played by Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, who are the stars of the fifth film, and after everything that happened, they've decided to move to New York City, where Jenna Ortega is going to college. Her sister is watching over her, making sure that she's okay. And Mindy and Chad, played by Jasmin Savoy Brown and Mason Gooding, also accompany them as well. We get introduced to this whole new cast of characters that have joined them. You have Liana Liberato, Jack Champion, and a huge cast of characters of all of these people that have come into contact with these four characters from the original film, and Ghostface is killing again. And the entire film is they thought that they've escaped it, and they have not. And this time, the killing is so much more brutal. There are so many really intense moments in this movie that I really appreciated. And I don't want to get too into plot details. Obviously, if you've seen the trailer, you know Courteney Cox is back, Hayden Panettiere is back, so you get all of these legacy characters from the original installments that show up in this, along with some new faces with Samara Weaving and Tony Revolori and all of these people that they've added into the film. And there are a lot of really incredible surprises in this movie that I really appreciated a lot. I did not expect some of the twists and turns that this movie was going to take. It was really shocking the direction that they went with this movie, especially with the way that it opens. And I don't want to give away any spoilers because I want you to go watch it with fresh eyes. But that was incredible. All of the performances are amazing in this, but the standout is really Jenna Ortega. She just continues to prove how amazing of an actress that she is, and she really steals every scene that she's in this. Next to that, I really love Jasmin Savoy Brown's character. I think that she is so witty and funny. Really does a great job of having that self-awareness that the Scream franchise has always had, which is what I really appreciate about her character. But what I really loved about this film is the change in setting, which allowed the directors to really build that suspense in a new way for the Scream franchise. Being in New York City, adding scenes that you see in the trailer, like the scene in the bodega or the scene in the subway, allowed the directors to really create this immense amount of tension and suspense with these characters that I really appreciated. The way the camera would hang on certain moments. It's not really chaotic editing. There's a lot of real tense buildup, which I really appreciated. I liked the weathered look of the Ghostface mask in this movie. It was such an awesome design comparatively to some of the other films in the past, and it really takes a direction that I think holds up with the other installments in the Scream franchise. I think if you are a fan of these films, you're really gonna love it. And even if you're not a huge fan and you're just a fan of slasher films in general, this is a movie that you're really gonna appreciate. It pays a lot of homage to other films while also being its own unique thing. And that's something that I've always really appreciated about the Scream franchise. And I think that this is a film that Wes Craven would have loved and that really feels tonally consistent with all of the films that have come before it. And I'm really looking forward to the 7th one now. After the announcement that they're going to be making a 7th installment in the franchise, they really outdid themselves with this one. And like I said, bringing in the legacy characters, my biggest qualm with the 5th film was that they really didn't have a whole lot to do. Courteney Cox and Hayden Panettiere both are given a whole lot to do in this, both given great character arcs that I really appreciated. Both ladies gave an amazing performance, and I think their characters were handled so well, and I will be really interested with the 7th installment to see what they do and who they bring back. But aside from all that, I think this was just a phenomenal addition in the Scream franchise, and I'd highly recommend you go check it out. So have you seen Scream 6? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought. I thought this movie was fantastic. I had no idea what to expect, and every expectation I had was blown away. As always, if you like the video and subscribe to the channel, it helps me out a lot and lets me know the type of content you're looking for. I'm always putting out new material and look forward to getting more out for you in the near future. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.